So other than that, it's virtually easy. It's a nice business if you find the right people to buy. Alright, see, it's like on your first four or five graves, they're gonna be fun, but after a while you're gonna be like, I want money for this. And so you find somebody who's like, who wants this person. Alright, so like it's like if you want a Melvis or something, you get at least $1 million for it. Alright, you want Marilyn Monroe, at least get $1 million for it. You get high prices. The more famous they are, get the most high prices. Alright, so if that person really wants it, they will get that money. Or else otherwise it's not worth it. And always ask for money up front. Ask for at least half. So not half, ask for like 25% up front, alright? Because you're risking your ass. I'm actually walking up there, I'm up front robbing it. Because suppose you get caught and everything while you're robbing the grave, you should at least waste some of the money and everything so you have fun before you get caught. Because I don't think you want to go to jail. Everything without having wasting none of the money and everything. You want to have fun before you do it. The night before you do it, you should get laid. You should get laid because that exercises certain muscles, and as a matter of fact, you do have a lot more energy. Because I don't know why, it seems to exercise a lot of the muscles that you have, and the next day you somehow do have a lot of energy and everything. And there's a lot of things you might have to do while you're getting this out. And things, it takes a lot of exercise. You have to push a lot and everything. You might have to run a lot if you get caught. On this big, alright, if it's a male, you might have lines like that from the baldness. Okay? Now, so what you do is you grab it around here. You grab it here and peel it back like that. Okay? Peel it back. Alright? And it'll pull off. It'll make a disgusting sound. So let's say it's someone important, right? Alright, so you take a sample of the mustache, right? Okay, so you make sure that it's authentic. Right, you take the dentures and you make sure they're with them, so that way the person knows who this person is. Alright, because sometimes you go and you risk your ass looking for somebody, alright, and somebody might be paying some serious money for it. So you have to make sure it's the real thing, okay? And they have to make sure it's the real thing. So you have to bring some kind of proof that it's the real thing. So you bring a piece of hair, preferably from the longest part, and so let's say they have a mustache, you bring that definitely, alright? If the person had a mustache when they died, then you bring it. It's usually around here, or sometimes you might find it around the jaw. It might be left there. Okay, so when you bring out the jaw, so I'll show you later. I'm in the real coffin itself. It's hard to find, okay, and it's very so you can lose it real fast. Alright, so when you find it, okay, the jaw is usually like that. I'm around this shape, okay, it's like that. Okay, so when the body decomposes, it's like long like that. Okay, it all rots out in a flat line almost, so you can't see it. Okay, see the top usually has teeth, but the bottom is sometimes hard to find, okay, because it's usually out like that. Now, when you first find it, you might have to do some fixtures, okay, and put a spring on the sides, so that way, it'll open it up, alright, and shut for show. It's very, okay, but after a while, you take some screws and everything, you make a hole here and in the jaw, you put the spring, and then it's fine. It's just like that. All right, it's open and closed. All right, so what you do, so when you first open them up, all right, do not grab it here. All right, don't grab it by the teeth like that. All right, You grab it by the eyes or the nose. You pull it out. Put your finger all the way in. There's nothing there that will hurt you at all. All right, you have to make sure of that. There's nothing that can hurt you. Do not be afraid. Pull it out like that. Do not pull it by the teeth, or else it'll break out like that, and you will have holes. So it's like a waste of time. Okay, so you grab it like that and pull it forward. Or so you'll have the backbone like this, all right, and you'll have ribs. Now the shirt usually turns hard, all right, so you have to break off the shirt and you have to rip it back. Now, okay, so try and keep the real teeth in, right? The roots will pop out very, very, very easy. Okay, see, as you can see, the bone is very thin, so that's why these popped out very, very easily. You can almost pop them in, but I can't pop them in quite right. Why? Because the gum was about this far, so that's why you can't push them all the way in, because that's how far it went when they were alive. Okay, now see, as you can see, these are the nostrils. Okay, for this you're gonna have to take something, push it in, wrap around thin cloth or something, push it in so that we could get that real clean. On the inside, see, on the inside, if you don't want to make a cut around here, so you have to take something real thin and push it around, make sure it's all clean. All right, see, so remember, you have a very small hole. All right, so you make a cut around here, so you can make sure that the inside is all clean, but I mean, it won't look that nice afterwards. As a matter of fact, it won't look that good at all. Okay, so what you do is you try and make the best. Put your finger in there if you have to and get it as clean as possible. All right, so that way you don't have to make a cut, and you know, it's much better. If you want to afterwards, you can set it down, put a black candle on the top and let it bleed down. Let the candle wax fall, and it looks nice. Okay, so what you do, if you want, you can try diluted bleach on it. Okay, you dip it in there for a few seconds. All right, so wash it off. All right, then afterwards you dip it back in, wash it off. Make sure the bone does not get that soft with water, or else after a while this will be very fragile. All right, and if you say you topple it over, it will break on you. So what you do is try and dilute the bleach as much as possible. Do not paint it at all. Do not paint this at all, because it will ruin the whole thing, because it is hell to get the paint in here and get it right, because you want to see the cracks like this. There's a crack, so you want to see everything, so that way it looks real. Okay, you want to see every little crack around the sides. Right, you want to know that it's real. Okay, so that way you know it's authentic and it looks nice like that. It looks much better when it's real. Okay, if it's fake, see, if it's fake, you will know when it's fake. Okay, see, around the nose, it's never perfect. Right, everybody has their own different thing around here. It's always somehow cracked in a way. Okay, around here you will see cracks. If you don't see cracks around here, not cracks out, just cracks around here, see, after it's washed, then you know it's fake. Okay, you should see some around here, cracks that can peel out like this. All right, like that. It's like flaky. That way you know it's real. Okay, around the sides you will see every little detail on a real skull, but there is no way you can actually duplicate that in real life. There is no actual way you can really do it. All right, because you have holes going in through here and going out to the back. Okay, all this, so remember, this is all flesh-like. Okay, see this like that, that's hair. Right, that's hair left over. This is the hair afterwards. This person had very short hair, as you can see. It's like flaky, it flakes off real fast. This right here is my blood, so don't fake that, you know, for blood of the person, all right, because they have no blood, all right. This is their blood. It's nothing. It's just brownish. It's already decayed. Okay, this one is from a very long time ago. Okay, if you find something more new, you can expect more redishness. Okay, this one will end up a little brown. Okay, because it's very old. Okay, so after you wash it, so it'll be like brown and like beigeish. Okay, but if you find something new, it will be reddish all around it. It'll be red. If you find something really old, okay, it will be brownish all around. So you leave it in your on your roof or something. Okay, but alright. It's like in the summertime or something when there's a lot of sun. It's real hot, and at the wall, this will get all white. It will be beautiful. You can put it anywhere. So you put it on the wall. Find a way to fix this on. It will look great. And if you also get the leg bones, it'll look even better like this. With both of them, alright? Like that. It'll look beautiful. So what you do? Okay, some of them you might find some more metal on it than others. Alright, so what you're gonna have to do is actually reach in and get these out. Right? See this part? It's on the inside. See this part on the inside and everything. It's always glass, right? But for the legs and everything, you always find it's metal. Sometimes you will find it's glass. But a lot of times you'll find it's metal. Alright, so what you first have to do, alright, so this is cloth. You have to peel back the cloth, which is very hard. So as you can see, this is very hard to rip. Alright, so say this was hard. Alright, it would be very hard. You have to find a knife and you have to make a slice, okay? You peel it back like that. Okay, and you will find the ends of the bones. You will not see the rest of it. Right, you will only see this part. Right, you only see the ball of the bone. Right, so you grab the ball, you drag it forward, and it'll pop out like nothing. And that's how you have that. All right, if you want fingers, do not move anything. Don't move nothing at all, or else you will not find them. All right, because once you've mixed up all the bones, you won't see which ones are fingers or which ones are toes. It's very hard. So what you do is, before you even move this part, all right, you find the hands. All right, you take out the fingers because those are small. They're very small. They're in parts. All right, if you rip off this part, you will leave the rest, and this part, and this part, and this part. All right, so if you want this part, all right, you have to take that out first. Right, because it will break off like nothing. It was very, very easy to break off. All right, the flesh is exactly as I've explained, like this, like nothing, flaky. It's nothing. There's nothing to be afraid of. It's that old. This one is very old, so it's nice. So look for dates that are over 60 years old. If you find something over 60 years old, this is what you will get, or maybe even a bit better. Now, if you find something over 60 years old, you are in good luck. Alright, see, it's that way you don't have to wash off much. You wet it and the rest will fall off. And it's very, very, very easy. Now, if you find something more new, you have to rub it and rub it and rub it, or you gotta wash off all the blood and everything, because it's a bit more new. This one has almost no brains. Let me see. Right, there's a piece of the brains. Let's see. Right, there's another piece of brains. If I had something wet here, I would wet them up and let you see how the brains look afterwards. Okay. If you find something more new, you might find it in a chunk. Right, and if you shake it, it won't sound crisp like this. Alright, sounds very crisp. Now, some of them might sound a little more fleshy like. Alright, it won't be fleshy, but it'll be soft. Alright, and once you wet them, they're going to turn into brains. And they're going to be very soft. So you have to watch out for the drain in your sink, because it might get caught in there. Alright, so what you do is you shake it out in the toilet, or you shake it out in a bucket, because it will get caught. It's best if you wash it in a bucket. It's that way afterwards you can see what's solid and everything. You can put everything in the toilet, and that way nothing will get caught. Make sure there's no witnesses when you leave. Always bring it back. If you leave witnesses, sometimes you might like doing these things and everything at the wall. Somebody might see them and say, that was him, that was him, that was him. Never let anybody point you out, right? Because if you get pointed out, it's very easy, all right? So let's say you robbed the 5 graves, all right? All right, for the first one, you might get caught, all right? But if there's witnesses for the rest of them, you will get caught too. Why? Because they're going to blame you for it, right? Because they caught you for this one, that means you most likely did the rest of them, and the judge will say it was you. Never leave witnesses. If you have to knock them out so that way they think it's a dream. It's best not to kill, but if it's necessary, do it.